something probably twice the size of my hand press up against the back of the tent. It was terrifying. I was running this through my head. I'm like, maybe I'm dreaming, but I wasn't. All I was thinking was I wanted it to go away. It felt as if I hit a very big hand. Whatever it was made a noise. Not a bear, not a deer, and it didn't rush away like a bulldozer through the forest like a bear would do. It turned around and sounded bipedal as it walked back. I tried to yell. My dad told me it sounded more like a whimper because that woke him up. What's going on? There's something out there. Is it there? And I said, I don't know. I have no idea what that was. Let's go back to sleep. My dad was my hero, and I didn't want him to know I was scared, so I had to be tough. So I had to gut it out. But it was scary. No question about it. It was scary.
If I knew what I was doing, I'd be dangerous.
The next day, I asked my dad, I said, so...
Well, now I got the Streamlab just going through my phone, but I can't control the scenes and stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, you guys.
I thought he was thinking I was being weak.
Thank you, Manderson. I never stop, right? I'm a pretty persistent person.
Face that head on.
Don't tell me I can't do it. All right.
So what I did is before we went out fishing that day, I raked away all of the leaves behind the tent.
I found this microphone in storage.
That would leave a footprint. You know that, though.
So I'm doing more testing. So I literally have it linked to the computer.
And I've watched a lot of war movies and things like that. Like I sharpened sticks and I stuck them behind the back of the
And it even looks a little weird going through this, and I don't know why.
Was going to come back. I was going to teach it a lesson.
Watch, I'm going to figure all this out and say screw it and buy a camera.
The rest of that day, we fished, had a great time, and it went to the back of my mind. I didn't think about it
Sheila.
until it started to get dark.
And see, I don't have no scenes. It's going through Streamlab, but I got no scenes, no overlays.
And then the thoughts started to kind of creep back into my head that
I am drinking my 1 tea of the night.
So that night,
I went and bought a Realtek Bluetooth US adapter. All right, so now I have Bluetooth on the computer, and I thought that would have fixed it quick, and it didn't. And now we're hanging out doing fish tanks. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy. The pipes, they're calling. Can you guys hear me fine? Audio and video look normal?
Went away. That's when the fear really crept in.
Oh, now I got it on the phone.
So I went in into the tent.
So I can go live on the phone like this. I just don't know how to control the scenes and stuff from the computer. Or if I can. I don't know if this is being fed through the shorts and longs. Shorts and the longs.
With dread, going to bed on the second night.
Loud and clear. Awesome. Audio and video are good. Oh, if I knew what I was doing, you guys would be freaking dangerous. Yeah, so we got no kind of overlay going on, though. No fancy scenery. Oh, Little House on the Prairie. Look at that.
But this time it was different.
Must be going through shorts. That's definitely going through a short, right? Got you on the shorts. Awesome, awesome. I think we're going through both ways at the same time. I clicked a button and it said horizontal and vertical output mode or some crap. Oh, well, if I knew what I was doing.
And started swishing it back and forth. And this thing's just getting back and forth, back and forth.
So I'm going through Streamlabs on my phone. But I don't know how to change it. I'm trying to figure out if I could change it, you know, the sceneries and crap.
Around the back of the tent.
It's his first day. It's my first day. Let's go open Streamlabs desktop.
It started throwing things. A bear can't throw things. My dad didn't wake up. It was unbelievably terrifying. There was something smart out there specifically targeting me and trying to mess with me.
Well, technically, we're still going through the phone. Yes. Now I got Streamlabs open. I got vertical output and I got horizontal output. I don't know how I did that, but I did.
I felt that whatever it was aggressively almost toying with me.
I seen you doing a live. I was so tinkering around in here. I was going to jump in and say what's up, but I was so tinkering. Still can't go to my source box, go to video capture, and I still can't figure that out. I want to cast it from my phone, not use my phone. Still can't figure it out.
The terror froze me like it did. It was just a
You found a 1942 S War nickel? Oh, nice. Nice, B.
It seemed as if I just blinked for a moment, and then I opened my eyes and it was light out.
See, so we're going through Streamlabs, right? But it doesn't look it. Does it look or anything any different than going through YouTube?
This unbelievable sense of
relief.
You know, I've been waiting for the sunlight because the sunlight means I'm safe, and I made it through the night. But I left there.
What's up, Woodsy?
I'm
I'm experimenting with Streamlabs on my phone.
Couldn't have been a deer. It wasn't a bear.
I haven't figured it out
I had
either.
a whole bunch of what it couldn't be, but I didn't have what it was. It was a pretty traumatic experience. My job for the next 10 years was putting it out of my mind.
I have no idea. There's some buttons here. Front camera, back ultra wide camera, back camera, which is kind of a close-up.
During the daytime, I never had to worry about it. But I tell you, the moment it started getting dark, I started to get scared again.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Woodsy.
I couldn't stop the fear. Both were coming, and I couldn't fight them. And I quit hiking alone. And I quit going out camping. I just didn't like to be alone in the woods if it was going to be dark. There were
I can't
10
figure
years
this
in
out.
between that incident with my dad and the
How do I
next
control
time
what we're
that I
seeing
really
from my
attempted to
laptop?
get
Is
in the
it
woods.
possible? Is the next question.
You can't live your life scared. And I figured, why not? Go out looking for Bigfoot.
Somehow Discord and Streamlabs are totally connected together.
And so that's the reason why I go out in the woods and I try to collect audio evidence. I have audio of wood knocks in various parts of the woods that are obviously responding to one another.
Oh, that's good, Woodsy. Woo!
Audio of
Been a lot of sad stuff lately, you know.
I have howls. And the more that I researched the legend of Bigfoot, the more that I researched the science, the more that I spoke.
Yeah, if I knew what I was doing, my friends.
Experiences, it's like a little button clicked.
Watch, I'm going to buy an expensive camera, then I'll figure this out. That is much better, Woodsy.
Right around the year 2012, I received some audio from someone who lived in the central part of Michigan. Somebody in the woods was making a lot of noise. So I said, I'm going to come over because I need to hear this myself.
No doubt, B, right? You're like, how the hell does Ronnie do it?
It's about midnight.
6-hour lives,
Deeper and deeper
4 or 5 nights a week.
So I stopped, heard a couple of knocks.
What's up, Cognitive?
I heard this sing-songy kind of howl, but it wasn't a bird, and it was over here.
Oh, if I knew what I was doing. I was like, okay, I got it on my iPhone. So, but what's the difference between this stream and the other stream? You know? Like now, this is all up top. The lighting looks weird, if you ask me.
Leapfrog echolocation thing.
Nice. Cognitive. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. I got the adapter. I got this adapter and thought, okay, now I got this. After I spent $30 on a friggin' lightning cable. Yeah, and I hooked my phone to that lightning cable. No, that didn't do anything. It wouldn't even come up that it was registering in the computer. So I needed to buy this. And I still can't figure it out. How to get my computer to use the phone. I've been hacking at it for hours, guys.
I would say that the experience camping with my dad changed my life. I was afraid of something.
Oh, we don't got Sheila in the room.
It was a phobia.
I'll get him.
But I beat that phobia. And now I want to create data that might prove something that
I didn't get to get him.
me
Sheila got
years
him.
ago.
I've been doing that. I've been sleeping on it a lot. And then I'll get up and like, all right, so now I got it on the phone. But again, I almost like YouTube better than that. It looks like YouTube's a better picture. YouTube's not all up in my way. All of the chat is at the top. I've been cracking at this for like 2 solid weeks since I got the computer. Connect the phone as a camera. That's what I was trying to do. You have to change the phone settings. Oh, really, Woodsy? Go into your computer settings. Go to connected devices.
Looked at me, and his eyeballs went boom. This thing was 10 foot tall that has 600-700 pounds on you. It could kill you with flicking you in the head. I've seen stuff in the woods at night that would give you nightmares for the rest of your life.
Then go to the USB port that your phone is hooked into, then change the settings on that. It will say phone as camera.
That wasn't like a person. It felt evil. It looked evil.
And it felt like every second there was a second closer to real danger.
My name is Jack Silsby. I am a steel worker for a company here in Michigan. It's scary. You know, I was genuinely afraid of this thing. I didn't know what it was going to do.
And OT scan the computer for USB devices, then click Shuttle A to change it from there. Make sure your phone's plugged in before.
My name is Jim Silsby.
It was a lot of info. Thank you. It will say use phone as camera.
The forest is definitely my second home. It's where I feel relaxation. If I feel stressed, I go to the woods. This happened about 6 years ago now.
If that works, I'm going to freak out, Rumple. I'm here for hours trying to figure this out.
When we get to the location, it's a dirt road, and then it ends in a parking area, and the campground is to the south. And from that parking area, you have miles of forest to the west, to the north, forest and swamp to the east. And it's about a half a mile hike into the campground from where you park. My dad does really enjoy
Devices, printers, scanners, mobile devices, cameras, mouse, pen, autoplay.
And it became a great bonding experience for Jack and I. Like smell the fresh air. When you can get your child in the woods and off of social media and get them out where they can breathe fresh air and they can see the stars and you have a campfire.
Autoplay,
going,
USB,
no part of life than that right there.
printers, scanners, devices.
All of a sudden, we hear sticks snapping like something stepping on a stick. But we couldn't see anything.
What's up, Trips OG? What's up, Wings Black? I'm screwing around in here trying to figure this out. Trying to figure out what Rumple just said. I'm looking into it, but I don't see it. Sound display. More Bluetooth settings.
The reason we chose this campsite is it's secluded from the rest of the campground. There's only one other campsite to the left, and then everything else around it is forest.
I'm sitting here trying to friggin' figure this crap out.
We got there probably about
I
7:30.
went through like 3 times the amount of fish tank food just trying to figure this out tonight. Literally, that's what I did. After I ate dinner, I played half an hour of video games that made me mad, and then I started doing this.
We had our campfire going. We were settling into our normal routine.
Like, do I go into the computer itself?
Do you smell that?
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I do.
We were getting this strong taste of
I'm
iron
trying to
in the
figure
air.
out how to make my phone the camera.
I have no idea.
It smells like there's blood close
Yeah.
by, but we didn't know where.
If you open a package of beef and you get that fresh smell of blood from, you just get the beef from the butchers. That's what we were getting.
I think it's coming from over there, though.
I am so not the tech guy.
Wait a minute. Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Man, I found some cool stuff, OG, in that unit.
Right near our campsite.
So that last unit I cleaned out that I found the pontoon boat in, and all that cool camping brand new stuff, Michelle found like their retail, but $10,000 worth of wedding dresses. These people like scammed so many people out of stuff. Yeah, we found receipts and paperwork, and they're still wanted in Jackson County.
It was very odd. As a note of transparency, I'm not a kind of person that I get feelings in the woods. I'm not that person that says I feel like
I'm doing fish tanks right now. I mean, I'm pretty impressed, but this isn't what I wanted. I wanted to use the phone as a camera. So if Rumpelstiltskin is right, that's what I'm in. I'm in settings, and now I'm trying to find the port, make it the camera.
He turned and looked at me.
I don't friggin' know.
My adrenaline was pumping through me. I was scared. I was shocked.
I am going to buy another camera, but for right now, if I can make this work for tomorrow, going through Streamlabs, I don't want to use the... Right now, we're still going through Apple. I just want to use the phone as a camera, you know? I'm trying to figure it out, Wings Block. I've been so busy today just doing stuff, packing stuff. I got all my eBay stuff out, and it's been a busy day.
I turn around. I see my dad, and behind him was this very large black humanoid figure
Oh,
that completely dwarfed him. It almost entirely
sound display, send or receive files via Bluetooth,
his general shape.
send files, receive files.
When something that's 9-10 feet tall weighs almost 1,000 pounds is no more than 10 feet away from you, it's scary. You know, I was genuinely afraid of this thing.
He was literally within an arm's length of me. He could have done
Oh.
anything to me at that point. He could have reached out. He could have snapped my neck. He could have smacked me out of the way. He could have done anything.
Oh, trying to figure this out, B, is like, what the hell?
After a couple seconds of me just staring completely
You can see I'm pretty determined, too, when I'm, like, trying to figure it out.
we started looking around for evidence like footprints or tree breaks, structures.
Like, I can always run my phone through YouTube like I've been doing, but this is going through Streamlabs, you know?
We saw behind the brush pile where long grass had been pressed down.
And it's pretty plain, you know? It's all up on the screen like that, and frickety-frack, and it's so showing, like, last live streams, you know, donations.
Very close to our campsite. So we
what do you say? Go in. I'm trying to find the port that the settings are in.
It was going for that deer carcass.
He smelled the blood. He just went point A to point B. And I just happened to be standing in the way. All right, we gotta go.
I figured that going, I'm screwing with it. And see, right now I can't see that. I have to go into my...
Because my son is there, my child is there. I need to get my child out of here in case this thing wants to be aggressive. Gotta get this down.
I have to literally go into YouTube to chat. See, it's not coming up on my screen. It's not coming up on my phone, but I see it. Well, I see all of your guys' names. It's got crowns and stuff. Trips is #1, huh? And I'm not a big fan of it up on the screen like that, the words, you know, I'm just screwing around. But you could try going live on the phone by pressing the plus, like you're posting a short, and scroll to the live and try that. Yeah, but if I do that, it'll just be going through YouTube. Yeah, up on the screen, it blocks the view. I don't like that at all.
I was really terrified at that moment, but I wanted to go investigate and see what I could find.
And it doesn't give you a big option when you're using it from here, you know.
I took off after him. The sheer size of them, you're not prepared for. What they could do to us if they wanted to would be horrific. Jack! Jack! So I'm hollering, Jack, Jack.
There's something out here.
I don't know how it works. I am literally crash coursing.
Where are you?
I'm pressing buttons here.
You okay? He goes, Dad, I saw it.
For a second, I thought I figured it out, but then I didn't.
Describe the back side of the creature, shoulders and the upper back, as it darted into a brush line leading into the forest.
Oh, Danny boy. Oh, Danny boy. Have a good night, Wings. Yeah. I thought I had figured it out.
I was back there next morning to investigate. After this happened, Jack wouldn't go back in the woods with me for about 6 months. I think it was getting to be too much for him.
We got 11 people hanging out, and Ronnie's just screwing around.
And I'm walking, and I look down, and I see this.
Driving into Montana tomorrow. Drive safe, my friend.
And as I was walking back to my vehicle, I found another print. That's the huge print. There's a huge print with my foot next to it.
That rumple dude say. Find out which port it's plugged into. It's plugged into the very first port, but I don't see something that says port. It's a USB receiver, generic monitor.
On the back of my Jeep is a handprint.
The iPhone is connected.
The palm of the hand was a good 2 inches wider than my palm. The thumb was 1.5 inches longer than my thumb. The fingertips were right where my fingertips were.
Drive safe, B.
Pads in the picture below the palm and the fingertips. So you have a pad there. So obviously the hand was curled like this.
Trips. My turn.
This is put its hand upon my Jeep. And you can see in the picture lines from the skin, you know, like fingerprint lines and stuff like that from the dust of my vehicle.
Oh.
This is way bigger than my hand.
Going through printer settings, the whole friggin' bit.
We 100% believe this was a Bigfoot. Everything about this said this was Bigfoot. This was not.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I've been tagging at this for a while. I was like, oh, I'm just going to see if I can do it from here. And it didn't work.
Always on edge, always had my guard up. That really made us true believers that these creatures exist. I think we got lucky.
Damn, Anderson.
That it wasn't an angry one.
And you got all set up.
Any of these things could be aggressive.
When you see a Bigfoot for the first time, it opens your mind. It opens you up to possibilities that conventional education doesn't.
Display, sound, power, storage.
I like to tell people, I've seen stuff in the woods at night that would give you nightmares for the rest of your life.
I can't tell you how many times I've been over everything. Turn on remote diagnosis over a local no device discovery. Make your device visible to USB connections in your.
It was a very overwhelming presence. It wasn't like a person. It felt evil. It looked evil.
And it felt like every second
Make your device visible to USB connections in your local network. I don't even know what that is. You can't do it.
My name is Hannah Reese.
Oh, you got someone renting out a house?
I was terrified. I was horrified. I live in LaGrange, Georgia. This area,
I almost had something figured out. Lame.
I live in LaGrange, Georgia.
It was really nice here today.
Here it's very
Same here. It was about 71 today. What's up, Linda?
houses are really far apart with lots of land in between them.
I'm screwing around with the.
Going on walks and being in the wooded areas. Old Young Snow Bridge is in Hogansville, Georgia. Not too far from LaGrange.
Switch between scenes. Each scene can only be used in orientation. You created it.
Down it. It's just lined with trees. I had been there a few times before with family, but it was always during the daytime. During the daytime, everything looks fine. It's really pretty. Nice river and all these really pretty trees. You'll see animals all the time around the river drinking the water.
I am going down the list, yes. I was like, oh, I'll go on and just see if I can do it. And maybe it'll just, and it didn't. Didn't do nothing. Developer mode, enable sudo.
I heard it from a few people, which made me give it more thought and made me also want to go at night. Just because I didn't believe it.
I got, let apps access your camera. I got all of that on. Got it on.
In 2017, I was with my father and my friend, and we all decided to head over there. When we got there, it was around midnight. We all got out of the truck.
I'm going to keep tinkering until I figure it out, Sheila. Oh, I ain't come this far to drop the ball at the 10-yard line. Oh, no, no, no.
Other than the moonlight outside, there's no street lights. You don't see any cars passing, no house lights.
You sleep tight, Linda. I'm just on for a little while as I'm trying to figure this out.
It was fine. You could see the moonlight water. You could hear the crickets and little sounds. It was really serene and peaceful. And I couldn't imagine why anybody would think this place was haunted or had any sort of eeriness to it.
Let's see. Camera device setting.
Hear that? Yeah. After being there for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, we started noticing that there was just these whispers coming from around us. We didn't know where they were coming from.
Now search for cameras. Add a network camera.
And we saw what looked like little shadows on the bank of the river next to the bridge.
No camera found. Connected cameras.
We saw the shadows peeking over for a while, just looking at us. We could see the shadows turning their heads to look at each other, like they were communicating. Dad, look over there. And they just went back behind the tree, and they never came back out. We didn't see them anymore. We figured maybe some
I keep tagging at it and tagging at it, Sheila. Hours doing this. Now I'm watching something. What is it? These woods are haunted.
my friend had noticed something in the tree. What it seemed like was
There's so much stuff in this unit that's going to come out as insane. This little thing alone, and this thing alone is over $100. I'll stick those on once I can test this mic.
the creature looked like it was no more than 2 to 3 feet tall. The best way to describe it is to think of a child,
Oh,
2 or 3-year-old child, but skinny, very, very unhealthy looking. It looked sickly, and that was the best.
the only thing I can do is change that and change that. Can't really do much there.
It's definitely not anything human. It looked like it was looking right at us.
You tap the screen. What's up, Otis? The microphone would be great for a podcast, right? It is one of those microphones. It's a Shure. Keep digging through this unit. I think we're going to find a good part of a studio. I do. Hope there's a camera in there or something.
What was that? Something just whirred past my head. What was it?
I didn't scream. When I'm afraid, I don't scream. I don't get loud. I get frozen.
I'm trying to make my phone as a camera, but it won't do it. And Rumpel said go into systems, find out where it is. I tried that. That didn't work.
Completely alone, and like anything could just grab you. Here, let's get out. Dad, let's go.
Your device is discoverable as run.
Then we can go.
I absolutely felt like I was in danger. When you have a feeling that something was very, very wrong with this place. But we were definitely terrified. We were holding each other's hands so tight that I could feel her nails digging into my skin. And I could hear her quietly crying because we were so terrified.
The computer does have Bluetooth now. Yes, it does.
Every second there was a
Well, because I added the friggin' where'd it go? I plugged this thing in. I bought this thing after I bought that damn lightning cord, right? I tried that one. And it does charge the phone, but the computer didn't have a Bluetooth. And I have an iPhone and it's Microsoft, so I had to buy this thing. And I plugged it in. Now my phone is part of my computer, but my computer's Streamlabs still won't let me connect. At least you guys see I'm friggin' pretty persistent when I'm trying to figure something out.
Hearing the howling, it kind of was like something out of a movie. It sounds like wolves, but it made no sense. Wolves are usually more
No.
They all started joining in, but when it happened all at once, it stopped all at once. That's when
Ah.
eerie sense lingering in you, giving you chills up your
And
spine.
I could have just started one from the computer so it looked friggin' cool. And I was like, well, let me try this, you know.
Being told, haha, there's nothing you can do. We're all around. Dad?
Ooh, see, I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
After the howling ended, we all agreed that it was time to go. It wasn't just me and my friend anymore. We were all thoroughly
You rock,
terrified
Woodsy.
of this place now.
Maybe a bigger hammer.
I held it for a truck, and we got out of there as fast as
Oh, I'm going down this. I can't tell you how many times I'm going down these. See, it says iPhone is connected, right?
love or compassion. They just felt like malicious.
All of this, it just, I don't understand. It's got to be something so damn simple.
It was extremely terrifying, but as time went on, I became more curious of the bridge, and I wanted to know what was out there, and I felt
Like we are going through shorts now, and we're going through Streamlabs, so I'm also wondering, you know, for I don't like this setup. I think the YouTube
that wasn't real. Maybe
makes the camera look better than this.
experience at the bridge, and
Like the resolution's off or something. Lighting's off.
So I went back to the bridge about a year later.
A left-handed screwdriver.
My name is David Spurgeon, and I live in
I'm right there, Manderson. Yeah, not my wife, but our kid was like that. You know, he still is. But, you know, he lives in Montana. But, man, have him in the house for a half an hour. Click, 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 click. Oh, this is how you do it. How the heck do I make my iPhone work with damn Streamlabs? And not this way either, you know.
Just kind of chatting and talking, and then suddenly the bridge popped in my head. I hadn't thought about it in a while, but I knew.
Now, if I go from my computer from Streamlabs, will I be going? Am I double streaming through Streamlabs? You know. Oh, if I could figure it all out.
There's this bridge.
Okay.
I had a weird experience there before, and I just kind of want to go back to see if there's anything really there, or if it was just in my head.
Sure. We can go.
My stepdad was a little bit skeptical of anything like that. He has always been a realist. What he sees, you know, then he can believe in something. But he had never seen anything.
All right. Let me try this. Let me try that.
Scary easy at all. The only time that I can get nervous is when I know definitively that I've lost control of my environment.
I should, right? Like, how do you make this work? He's like, I don't know. I'd have to be sitting in front of it for a little while.
There is 5 minutes till midnight. There was no one there. There was no lights. It was just moonlight. We're talking about.
All right. I'm going to close that down for a second. Come over here, right?
I just happened to point out to the tree that I saw it, and I was like, well, hey, that's where we saw it. And he's like, well, haha, I don't see anything now. We were just making little jokes about it. It didn't seem real anymore.
You sure that really happened?
Yeah.
There's nothing weird.
I'm just pressing stuff. Click, click, double click, double click, click, click.
That one weird experience you guys
Keep
had.
clicking it all until it works.
But maybe about 5 minutes of just being out there, the feeling of fear came back all at once, just out of nowhere.
We're just kind of enjoying the night, and I just had this overwhelming feeling over me, like someone was present over my shoulder, like someone was standing between my feet, like someone was right here.
No.
I didn't want to sound crazy and just tell him I feel like someone's watching me. But as I walked over to him, he immediately
Horizontal and vertical platforms. All platforms are currently assigned to the horizontal display. To use dual output, you must stream to one horizontal and one vertical platform.
When you don't see something, but you know it's there. You don't really
What's up, Becky?
you don't know what it's up to.
All platforms are currently assigned to the horizontal display. To use dual output, you must stream to one horizontal and one vertical platform.
It was just very, very uncomfortable.
One vertical platform and one horizontal. Can someone explain what that means? To use dual output means to go in shorts and to go in longs. You must stream to one horizontal and one vertical platform. Do you want to go live in single output mode with horizontal display?
It didn't unlock, it didn't respond at all.
Confirm.
This wasn't an old car, it wasn't broken down, there was no problems with it.
All right, now I'm creating another live stream on Streamlab,
The alarm
right?
started going off, and the lights start flashing, and you know that now everything around knows where you're at.
I think both of us were in a sense of panic. I don't know what to do.
So now I started one over here because this is what I was. Oh, no. This is what I'm working on. Is this just trying to use this friggin' phone as a camera? You know. You say you press that button, you go into video capture. Come down to add source. Supposed to be able to find the iPhone right there, and it's not right there.
We couldn't unlock the doors. That was terrifying.
Goes right to OBS Virtual or the Camo, which is lame. I don't know why. Super lame. What's up, beautiful Terry?
What could have been going on?
Terry's on the other one.
Whatever was going on with the car had to have been in control by this thing.
That maybe lasted only 30, 45 seconds to maybe a minute.
I got Terry on the line on the other one.
Felt like forever. When you're exposed and
No. If I knew what I were doing.
eventually the doors were unlocked, so we jumped inside, turned the car on, and we immediately drove out of there. We didn't look behind us, we didn't stop.
All right, now I'm going to come out of here and go over here. View my channel, because I got two of them going on.
It was 3 minutes past midnight, and that's when I started to formulate my own theory that whatever happens there starts at midnight. Things seem to happen at midnight. When we first got there was nothing strange going on. It felt fine, but about the time that midnight should have hit was when we started feeling that really bad feeling.
The devil's hour, as people might say it.
Tinkering.
Probably about 5 minutes before midnight. And
Where'd you go?
nothing was going on until midnight had struck. I wanted to get as far away from that area as possible.
All right, I'm going over into this live.
I'm going to go back to Old Youngstown Bridge ever again.
At that point,
Now, this live, I don't believe, this one that we're going into right now, I don't believe that this one is going through shorts.
I think the bridge has this magnetic energy to it. You can be as afraid as you want of it. You can be terrified of ever going. You could not
Non-stop tinkering until I figure this out, you guys.
Just come on back and look at it again. Give it another try. So,
All right, now we're up on the big screen on that one.
My name is Kevin Worthy, and I'm a Georgia police officer. I was brought up in a small town, but...
All right, now I'm going to end this one, and we're going to go over there. All right? I'll see you guys over there.